Hi everybody, and thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join me. I know that it's super busy time for a lot of you. Everyone's setting up their events for the year, maybe contracting with venues, booking performers, and everything that's going on. So very much appreciate you dialing in today to have a look at what we're ready to announce and what we're working on as well, and hopefully recap on some features that might inspire you for your event season. We released a ton of stuff last year, and we know that loads of people have been loving those features. It's been saving them time, helping them streamline their operations. So I'm hoping you find some inspiration today. As always, this will be recorded and put on our YouTube channel. So if the time's not convenient or something comes up that you need to answer, never fear, it will all be on YouTube. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Rio and I am part of the Ticket Tailor team. And usually there's a couple of us on the webinar, but it's just me today. So there will be a chance to answer questions at the end. If I see them come in as we go through, I'll try and answer them in context when we're talking about the features as well. So please feel free to ask away. But yeah, as I said, this is a webinar to remind you of our top 5 features that were released last year. We've been looking at sort of what everyone's been using, what's been loving, people have been loving, listening to feedback, that kind of thing. So I'll start with our top 5 releases of 2024, hopefully to inspire your next events. And then at the end, I'll do a sneak preview of what we're currently working on for the start of 2025. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Again, just drop a comment if you need anything zooming in or can't hear, but hopefully it's all okay. And I'm going to jump right in to our most popular feature that we released last year, which by a complete landslide has been self-serve order management. So if you didn't pick up on the marketing when this was released, self-serve order management basically allows you to save yourself customer service time and adapt to those post-pandemic customer booking habits. So we all know that customers are booking later and wanting a bit more flexibility. They wanted this during COVID because everything was a bit more up in the air, and it's a trend that stuck. And now with self-serve order management, you can easily offer this flexibility to your customers without any hassle to you. So they've got their own portal where they can go in and manage their orders. Of course, it's not a free-for-all. You can set up your own rules and conditions for transferring, cancellations, etc. And I'll jump into the product and show you how to do that just now. So when you're in your box office, to set up your self-serve settings, you'll want to head over to settings in the top navigation. And then self-serve has its own little page over here in the menu called self-serve. And here you've got all of these settings. So one thing to note is your self-service policies are gonna order. So sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I got distracted by some of the comments coming in, but keep them coming. I'll get back to them at the end. This is why we normally have 2 people. Self-serve settings, they apply to all of the events in your box office. So if you're running multiple events, you want to check the settings here and make sure that they're applicable to everything you're running. And hopefully your policies, to make it simple for everyone, are the same, but that's just something to consider. So what you've got here are different options to offer your customers to make it as flexible or as strict as suits you. So they'll always be able to view their order confirmation when they go to your ticket page or your widget. They can navigate to the self-service page, and they'll always be able to find their original receipt to prove they made the purchase, just in case they bought their ticket months in advance and then need to remind themselves of what they bought closer to the time. You can also offer the option to view, print and resend the event and order confirmations. So this just gives them the option to resend it to their inbox rather than logging into the self-serve portal to find those tickets. And the sort of more customizable settings are the next two. So rescheduling to another occurrence in the same event is a really popular one if you're running an event which has multiple dates and times. If you're an attraction, you have a museum or a venue, that kind of thing, you might have lots of different time slots where people come. And quite often a lot of your customer service time is spent with people calling up and saying, oh, I booked 3:15, but actually I'm going to arrive at 3:30. Someone's just asked to see it a bit bigger. That's absolutely fine. I've zoomed in a bit there. Hopefully that's a bit easier to read. But you can see here, these conditions are very flexible. So you can allow people to transfer to different time slots, and you can set how often you want to allow that. So it's automatically up to an hour before the event start time. But, you know, you can make it a bit more strict than that. You can do the day before, they can't change. Obviously, if you've got things that you need to prepare for their arrival, you might want to do that, or you might want to put like a week before to make sure that you have time to put your rotas together, that kind of thing. And you can also restrict by an order value. So you can, if it's a large order, for example, maybe like orders over £100, you'd want to understand if they were making changes to their order. So you can restrict that, and then they would have to contact you to make changes. And you can also opt to cancel orders. And here again, you have a lot of control over this to fit the policies that you have for your events. So you can choose whether to allow cancellations with no refund. You can offer to refund payments to the original payment method. And in that, you know, you can keep a donation if they've donated to the event or charity or organisation, you can keep that. And you can keep your fees as well. And you can also refund the payment to a voucher. So obviously this is a refund in kind. They'll get a refund, but they'll be able to rebook another event with the voucher they receive. And again, you've got the flexibility of how long you want to offer cancellations for to make sure that your operations aren't affected, and the restriction on order value again. So if you don't want massive cancellations without knowing about it, that's all there for you. So it's super flexible. Hopefully it covers most of the situations that you might have within your policies. And finally, I definitely recommend filling this part out, which is your order management terms. So whatever you've set up here, it's really useful to write it in your refund and cancellation policy here. So I'm just going to write full refund on mine and click save. I'd imagine yours would be a bit more filled out than mine, my demo one there. But this will then show up to the ticket buyer when they go and take a look at their tickets. So if they can't make changes and you've explained, you know, you can only cancel a week before the event and it's the day before, then they'll see that and again reduce that contact time, so they can sort everything out themselves with all their questions answered, and your team can focus on delivering your events. I'll just show you how it works for your customers. So when your customer is on your event page, they'll have a manage tickets button here. They'll click that and they will get a unique link emailed to them. So all they'll have to do is enter their email address here, the one that they use to buy the tickets, tickettailor.com, select that they're not a robot, and press the green button to get the secure login link emailed to them. So that will be just sent to their inbox, very secure, no need for them to create an account or anything. Just goes to their email and then they'll log in and it will get them to a portal, which I'll show you in a second. If you're not using our event pages and you're using a widget or you've built your own button, you can link to this manage tickets section here. And again, you can create a button. We've had customers, we've had event organisers, pop it in their customer service emails or a customer support section on their website. So you can just get it from, again, from the self-serve page. You can view the link request page, copy this URL. Oh, you can't see my URL, but I'll copy the URL from the top of the page and pop it into your website or share it around share it around, etc. So when your customers have logged in and got their login link, they will jump into a section like this. Most people, if they've just got one ticket, will just see one order here. I've got 3 for this demo, and then they can click on to manage their order. And here you can see I've got all of the options that I just selected in my settings. So I can view my tickets and print them as well. And I can resend them here. And if I wanted to reschedule, it's telling me that I can do that until the 22nd of March. So yeah, if I wanted to reschedule them myself, I can just pick another date. Say I wanted to go on the 15th of Feb, go through. Oh, I failed the robot check there. Oh, it's too fast. So say I want to reschedule this ticket, it's booked for the 29th of March. If I wanted to change it to the 15th of February, I can just reschedule it like this. It confirms the new date and time. And there we go. I've got my new booking. And again, in the self-serve area, I'll be able to see my cancelled order and the rescheduled one in there. So it's really flexible and really easy to organize your tickets as a customer, and hopefully that's going to reduce your time as well in helping them out and doing everything in TicketTailer. You can pass it on to your customers to make those decisions themselves. So as I said, that was our most popular release from last year, and people absolutely loved using it. So hopefully, if you're not using it already, setting it up will save you a ton of time. The next time-saving feature, which we released last year, was an update to our refunds. So previously, if you wanted to offer partial refunds, you could do it, but you would do it directly from Stripe, PayPal, or Square. We've updated our order management section to give you a lot more flexibility with your refunds directly from TicketTailer. So you can now offer refunds with all the simplicity and the control that you need. So you can keep your fees, issue refunds for a chosen amount, or refund just one ticket in an order. And you can do that all from your dashboard completely. So I'll, again, jump back to the product and show you how you might go about and do this. And just to note on the partial refunds, we're releasing these features slowly. So if you haven't got all of the refunding features, they'll be in your box office within a couple of weeks. We know this flexibility is something that everyone that has it so far is been like really appreciating, just being in TicketTailer rather than having to go to Stripe, PayPal, or Square. So yeah, I'll just show you how this works. Hopefully I found the order that I want to refund, helpfully called Rio to Refund. So you'd open it as normal from your orders page, and then at the top, start as you used to by clicking cancel or refund. And we've got a few options here. So if you wanted to cancel the entire order because your customer could no longer come, you can do that as usual. So I'll just imagine that this customer phoned to cancel. And now you can offer them sort of different amounts. It used to be the case that you could just cancel and give them a full refund, but you have much more flexibility on that now. So you can offer to refund a full amount, but if you want to keep your fees to cover your costs, then you can opt to refund the ticket price and retain your fees in just a few clicks like that. Another option is a percentage of the amount. So a lot of people have policies like a week before the event, you can get 50% refund. So you can just pop that in there, and then it's going to adjust the amount the customer receives based on the percentage. And again, you can offer a specific amount. So you might have agreed something specific with your customer, for a customer service reason, or it's they've won an Instagram competition or something to get money off their ticket. You can just refund them a partial amount. And again, you've still got the options to give a refund to a voucher or refund it back to their full original ticket method. And of course, if you just want to cancel it without a refund, that still lives there. And even more flexibility, you can also refund particular line items. So this is super helpful when you've got someone that's made like a group booking, but actually they want to change the amount of people coming. So in this order, we've got obviously 4 tickets and a transaction charge in our line items. If just one person out of the 4 could no longer come, you can tick to void their ticket, and you can then refund the ticket from the order. So again, you can see the remaining order value here is £16 in this example, and the customer's going to get back the full price of that ticket. Again, I won't go through all of the options here, but again, you can refund sort of percentage of the amount, specific amounts of the line item. But this just really helps keep your order management and your revenue reporting all up to date in Ticketailor. And if you have to adjust people's orders, it will be a lot quicker now. So I'm just going to complete this refund so I can show you what it looks like. And let's give myself the full amount back for that ticket. So once you've refunded that, you'll have a note at the top explaining what's happened. You can see the full details of the refund. And if I scroll down to the tickets, you can see that one of the original tickets was void, all the rest are active. And obviously that will automatically update your customer as well. So we've had a question come in on the comments that's asked, would this partial refund them back to Stripe? So yeah, if you're using Stripe, the refunds will be issued. We kind of tell Stripe to issue the refund. That's my technical explanation of what's happening. So if you refund them through Ticketailor, it will all match up with Stripe and refund them to the original payment method. Same with PayPal, same with Square. So you can just manage everything from Ticketailor, but obviously it's all connected to your payment methods. So as I said, this might not be in your box office just yet. We're rolling this out slowly, but it will be available very soon to every box office. And those of you that already have it, we've had great feedback on it. So that was number 2, I think, of the things that we released last year that everyone's loving. And number 3 is more flexible product settings. So we know that everyone using products absolutely loves them. They've really helped a lot of organisers diversify your offering. And we've noticed that on average, event organisers using products are making 4 times more revenue than event organisers not using products. So products can be anything from prepaying drinks and food and drinks to brand merch, to CDs if you're doing music events. T-shirts are really popular. We've seen sort of like digital downloads, all of those sort of extra things you might offer with your event to make it a real experience for your ticket buyers. And because you're loving them, you want them to be super useful for you. So we've listened to those requests and we've made them even more powerful, adding things like booking fees and discount codes. So I'll just quickly jump into the product section. So again, it's from the top menu bar. You can go and add your products. And as you can see, I've got a whole variety of weird and wonderful products in this box office. They really are sort of very flexible, and you're able to offer anything that's going to enhance your event. I'm just going to edit this one here. How simple it is to add booking fees. So it's really similar to adding a booking fee to your ticket. You just go under the price here, select your booking fee, and you can add in whatever booking fee you like. So we'll recommend you a booking fee as well based on the payment processes that you're using, plus the ticket tailor fees. So super simple, and you've got your booking fees in there with your products. You can also offer discounts on your products here. So if you have a promotion like free merchandise, or you're making everything a bit cheaper on a Wednesday because it's your quietest day of the week, you can apply those promotions to your products now as well. And another couple of things that we've enhanced products with. In the menu here, you can duplicate your products. So a lot of you have sort of similar products, or you'll do one product for an event that you want to duplicate and maybe edit slightly for your next event. Maybe it was a gift voucher for 2, and then your next event you're going to offer it for 4, or you're modifying the price slightly and want to keep all of your sales stats on your previous product. Hopefully we've sped that up a little bit by adding the duplicate feature in there. So, and every time we talk about products in these webinars, one of the biggest things we get asked is, what about if you're selling t-shirts or headphones and you want different sizes or different varieties? And this is a teaser webinar for what we're building, and I'm very excited to say that we're offering, we're currently building and will be released very soon, the option to add variables in your product. So for example, if in my headphones product I wanted to offer adults and children's headphones, I can't demo it right now because it's not quite there, but it'll be in your box offices very soon, the option to have a couple of varieties under each product, which makes things like selling t-shirts, selling different food options for the same price but with different varieties, much easier and simpler for your ticket buyers as well. So yeah, we know that you're loving them. We love that you're loving them, and keep telling us what you would like to see with your products, because they're a really great way for everyone to enhance your event experience and boost the revenue that you're getting per ticket sale. And yeah, another big release I was very excited about last year were our revenue reports. So we made these new enhanced reports in your box offices to help make your reporting really easy. You can filter by events and dates and see the profit that you've made from all of your sales, tickets, products, everything in your box office at the click of a button. So you can go to your orders page here, and in the left-hand side, you've got your sales reports. And you can see here, this is sort of all of my GBP sales for all time in this box office. But if I want to get sort of granular or know at a snapshot how my sales are going, I can just use the drop down to add a filter. So I can filter by event. So if I wanted to see how much my one-off event has made, I can do so. You've got your full breakdown here, so I can see just my ticket sales money. I can see my taxes in here. If you're taking donations, that's going to arrive here as well. I can see my refund total. So I know a lot of people sometimes want to do a refund report, tax reports, donations reports, coming here is a really quick and easy way to just get a snapshot of that figure. And then also, if you wanted to check how certain promotions were affecting your revenue, you can again do sort of orders created between certain dates. So if I had a January promotion, I could see all of my orders created before after January the 1st, and maybe for today, and then see if any of my January marketing, how much revenue that I put in. So it's super flexible. You're able to play with it a lot to get the quick revenue figures you need. And yeah, hopefully that makes things even more helpful to find out how much money you're making in a really quick way. If you want to see the revenue reports in a bit more detail, at the end of last year, there was another webinar specifically about this feature. So that will be on our YouTube channel as well. So do take a look if you want a really deep dive on how this can be useful. And our final feature release that was really making waves with event organisers last year was our introduction to Klarna. So if you're not aware of what Klarna is a payment product that allows people to purchase things with payment plans. So it's kind of like a credit option for your ticket buyers. And obviously, it makes deciding to buy tickets easier if the payments can be broken down. So it's kind of like an inbuilt deposit platform in a way, but you don't have to manage it. Klarna is offered through Stripe, and what would happen for your side of things is you can set up Klarna, and once you've set it up in a few clicks, then it will show up on your checkout for your customers. If they want to pay by Klarna, they would enter that payment agreement with Klarna. It's particularly good if you've got, you're a small festival, or a conference with a slightly higher price point of tickets that people really want to go to, but it might just be easier to break it up into a couple of payments. And Klarna manages all of that payment side of things with your customer, so you get your full payment straight away. And it's really easy to set up. I'll just show you. So I'm going to use a demo account for this. So there's a warning on it, but please ignore that warning on my Stripe account. But to add Klarna to my account, I would go to my settings up here, click on payment systems, and then you've got your Stripe account connected. You would just click these settings here, and you can see here all of the options of payment methods, and just click to select Klarna here and save it. I'll just open that back up for a second, because at the bottom you can see that it says it might also need to be activated in your Stripe account. So you do need to go and do the same thing in Stripe. It should be very easy to see on your Stripe dashboard. You can log in and accept Klarna. And once it's switched on in both TicketTailer and Klarna, it will be available to your customers. So just to note, this is a Stripe feature, Klarna particularly, but if you are using PayPal, they do offer a similar product, which I think is called PayPal Pay in 3. So there is a PayPal option, but this was the top 5 most popular features from last year, and Klarna just pipped it onto the top 5 there. So hopefully that's given you a few ideas based on what we released last year on how to make ticket purchasing easier for your customers and obviously encourage more sales in the long run. And next, I'm very excited to share a few of the things that we've got coming up for 2025. The first thing that I'm really excited to preview is, in my head I'm doing a drum roll, but I'm not going to do a drum roll in real life. But yeah, the first preview I've got is our brand new event pages. So this is a little preview of what your event pages might look like. When you've logged in, you'll have noticed that the dashboard looks a bit different. We've updated some of the fonts, given it a cleaner look. And we're doing the same for your out-of-the-box event pages as well. As you can see, these designs are really much more visual. So in a few clicks, even if you're not a web designer, you can have a beautiful event page. There's a lot more opportunity to put different images, make it more image focused. So if you've got some great photography, great marketing images for your event, you can pop them in, and you'll be able to add in all of your brand colors and different fonts, things like that. So hopefully your events will look absolutely beautiful in a few clicks. So very excited to release those and give all of your events a much fresher, modern look, and yeah, hopefully help you market your events and sell your tickets much more easily. So that's something that we're working on at the moment. Another sneak peek of a feature that we're working on are membership and season pass improvements. So I know a lot of event organisers have jumped straight onto their membership and season pass feature and have been loving using it. And we've been getting a lot of great feedback that, while it's great to be able to offer, membership discounts or season pass tickets, which can be scanned in multiple times throughout a season of events, there's a few little things that could improve the membership feature to make it just easier to manage those memberships. And yeah, we've listened to those questions and suggestions, and we're building a lot of updates and improvements for those. So if you're using memberships and season passes, or if you've been thinking about it, keep your eye on our mailer and in your dashboard to see all of the little changes that will release to those over the coming few months. And finally, we're working on a refund protect product. So again, this is a feature that sort of helps you sell more tickets by giving your buyers more peace of mind. Initially, it's just going to be something that's launched if you're running events in the UK. But what it will do is it will be a sort of optional add-on. You'll sign up to it, and hopefully that's all you have to do. You can sign up, add it to your events, and forget about it almost. But for your ticket buyers, it's going to give them that extra peace of mind that for an optional, small optional price on top of their ticket price, they can buy sort of insurance, which will cover them if they are, if they're unable to attend, or if your event gets cancelled. So again, it's an insurance product. So as an event organizer, you won't have to do any of the communications in the case that they want to make a claim. The insurance product will do all of that. But for your ticket buyers, it's that extra flexibility, that extra peace of mind that maybe changes their mind from buying a ticket to not buying a ticket. So yeah. Those are everything that's coming up. Obviously, we'll be building more things than that, but that was just a bit of a sneak peek about what we're doing. And yeah, I hope that was informative and exciting. I'm really excited about a lot of these features that we've got coming up, and it's been great to see you all using the ones that really released last year. If you ever have any suggestions, feedback, comments, or questions, please go to our customer support team, who are available around the clock and always happy to give you advice and take suggestions. And yeah, that's all for now. Hope you have a great year of events. Thanks everyone.